New challenges are abundant in Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball. New teammates. New connections. 1 week you're a starter, the next you're the reserve waiting to show out. If you do pop off, the captain's chair awaits. This week, 2 players have faced that unique dilemma for the first time. One, the rookie Reagan Cooper put a W on the board. The other, veteran Molly McCage, ran into the buzzsaw. Tonight, the 2 first-time leaders face one another, while the veteran captains load the cannons for another battle. Welcome to a Saturday of volleyball excellence. Welcome to the Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Championship presented by Nike. From the city on the Isthmus, beautiful Madison, Wisconsin on a Saturday evening. Team Valentin-Anderson and Team Thompson are going to take the floor inside Veterans Memorial Coliseum at the Alliant Energy Center as our AU Pro Volleyball Championship chase continues. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. This is an individual leaderboard. Remember, your team success, your individual success, and your MVP honors recognition from your peers all add up into your position on this leaderboard. A lot of orange there. Yes, Team Cooper was successful earlier tonight. We'll see if one of these 2 teams can put more women atop on those spots. Hey everybody, Kevin Barnett once again joined by Olympian Key Michaels, who welcome you in. Key, #1 draft picks are key and critical, pun intended. Let's talk about the 2 women that are going to start here.
It's going to be a battle royale because you have some of the heaviest hitters in the league on both sides of the net. So I'm looking out for these pins. I'm looking out for the power. And specifically, I'm looking out for Brittany Abercrombie back in top form on Thursday, putting up 18 points and 12 digs for a team. She was carrying the weight of the offensive responsibility on that right side. And it's looking like she's back in her championship winning ways until the 3rd set. She only put 2 kills past that orange block, but she has shown sparks of her former greatness this season. I need to see a full 3-set spurt to battle the Gold Queens because they were led by Her Royal Highness Jordan Thompson, but aptly aided by her newest right-hand woman, Maddie Kingdon-Richel, who's just that effort on the gold side is lethal in this combination of pins that we've seen this season, probably the best. And despite having a huge serving target on her back, she's well equipped to help defend Thompson's kingdom. And if you're wondering where those jewels from the Louvre ended up, look no further than the gold team today. The crown is heavy, but they've been wearing it oh so well.
Indeed they have. 13 kills, 229, 15 digs to go along with that. Maddie Kingdon-Richel taking home those MVP honors, and Brittany Abercrombie, no stranger to those honors as well. She picked up the 2nd spot, even in a loss, with 18. Thompson 1-0, Valentin-Anderson 0-1. Sarah Parsons back to the line for the blue-clad Valentin-Anderson side. Still looking for the offensive output number 30 is capable of. Will they get her on track in this one? We'll see. We're underway here in match number 2. And Claire Hoffman right away gets a kill. She also provided some good pop on the outside for Team Thompson.
And I think that's what we always talk about on a team that has some good balance between pins. Then you don't get double, triple block on you every time. So the blockers on the blue side are clearly looking at Thompson as one of the top scorers. Hoffman can kind of slide under the radar.
Sydney Hilly from nearby Minnesota, but starred here at UW, University of Wisconsin. Nearly had an ace to start. Instead, it'll be her in transition to her captain, and that is a block. Emily Fader with the big stuff, the all-time blocks leader when she left Mizzou, and her collegiate career would go on to what has been an exceptional pro career, one of the players returning from many years overseas and perfecting her craft.
Yeah, she's also going back to the line and has the highest ace per set ratio with 5 on the board so far this season.
Yeah, she can be deadly from the line. Abercrombie with a dig. Pretty good swing to be had here, and she gets it. Valentin-Anderson, how about the sprint? She is the Energizer Bunny out there, 27.
We love watching Nati do Nati things because her defense, she's up there with the liberos in terms of how many balls she's keeping off the floor, and she does it just with so much spark.
Tip picked up again. Abercrombie playing defense, not just offense. But Tanya De La Cruz slowed. International talent at the pins as Thompson takes a swing at NBA.
Yeah, and there's one of the trouble that you're going to have when you've got Natalia Valentin-Anderson in the front court. There's a huge difference in height between her and Thompson. You can see that cheeky smile through the net as she takes advantage of it.
Yeah, and there's a huge difference in height between her and the other side. Sydney Hilly checks in at 6 foot. Dishing this time to Maddie Kingdon. And Rishel tips over the top. One of those 5-tool athletes capable of every skill in the game.
And there's why this works so well. They've just gone hard-driven over Nachi, so the defense is staying deep. And it's Abercrombie in that particular instance. She's not going to come running up. Even if she does, she's then on the floor and out of the offense.
Tough serve from Claire Hoffman, just barely saved at the barrier. Hilly, all the options. Kingdon Rishel, option number 1.
Yeah, this combination between Rishel and Thompson, we mentioned it in the open, but it's so lethal. I was wondering how on earth these two ended up on the same team. How was it allowed?
Well, here's the interesting thing, Key. They only hit 210, despite coming up with the victory as Betania De La Cruz gets that kill. Team Thompson only hit 210. They did get the victory. And Jordan Thompson with those 16 kills, but she hit a season low 149. Where can they look to move up with their efficiency? How does that happen?
Well, I think a lot of that had to do with the first couple of sets. Thompson was getting some balls inside, and there was that misconnection. She made a change at the setter position. So Sydney Hilly now stepping into that role, and that improved in that third set because of it.
Dishing to Caffey there. Not a ton of attempts in the middle last time. There was 6 kills on 15 attempts between Kayla Caffey, who steps back to serve right now, and her counterpart, middle blocker Sophie Fisher. Long set to Abercrombie. Gray covers that one over. Kingdon Rishel. This time NBA is there. And Abercrombie was trying to wipe it. That thing went nowhere in front of the second leading blocker in the league, number 26, Sophie Fisher.
Great finish by Fisher, but again, have a look at the pickup from Anderson. She had 20 digs just like this on Thursday, which is what made their team stay in the match.
Back to Abercrombie. This time it's Caffey with the D. Boy, a nice leave into the middle and a touch. Parsons with the kill. Natalia showing her veteran chops, longtime captain and national team setter for Team Puerto Rico. They have their own national team, qualified for an Olympic Games before. And there's a 2-time Olympian in her own right. Betania De La Cruz, a little bit off this season, our former champion, 2022. Tough serve to start, though. And a good touch to Parsons now. Thompson looking high into the seam, and that'll do. High has been the operative word with her. How's she able to maintain such high contact?
Well, I think you have to be really purposeful when you're going up to attack, because it can be really easy to get a little lazy, let your elbow get bent, wait for the ball to come down. But every single time Thompson goes up to swing, she is reaching to finish at her peak, and that's why she's able to hit over and around any block.
And is that an ace serve? Yes, it is, from the captain. Jordan Thompson, her side, went 73-58 against Team McCage. We talked about Rishel's stats. It was 25-18, 23-25, and then 25-15 dominant in the third. And that's also a common feature with Jordan Thompson.
He had so much fun.
Abercrombie dug down the line. J-Wo with the turn, and ends up in a Hoffman kill.
Hoffman asking for Hilly to give that ball faster. You can see the difference in tempo here. First of all, super pickup from Justine Wong-Arantes, but look how quickly that ball lands in the middle. Thompson goes for a high ball, but that's much more Hoffman speed.
No surprise to see the women in gold as the aggressor. They lead 9-4 as we take a timeout. We'll put Pictionary next with Professor Key here in Madison. The Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Championship is sponsored by Nike. Look at Brittany Abercrombie, Arlene Alsore, lots of top talent in the league this year and on display in this match. 9-14 Thompson early. So let's go to the game within the game and give you a little volleyball knowledge with Professor Key at the whiteboard.
This is one of my favorite games to play, so we're going to do it again. Volleyball Pictionary. I've got a little drawing here for you to help meet aside, it's a real world word and something that happens in the volleyball world. This is something that keeps the rain out of your house, or if you get such a good stuff that you say, not in my house, we call that, Kevin? Yes, we do. This one might be something you do on a spa day with the girls, but you don't want to do it in volleyball because it means you got a ball right in your schnoz. It is
a facial.
Yes, it is. This could be a hammer, it could be a jigsaw, it could be a name that I use for Kevin if he's being a jerk. But in the volleyball world, it means you hit off the hands and it goes out.
Kevin. That is unkind, Key, but very funny.
This one, if you're Steph Curry in basketball, but in volleyball, it's the one that the serve that goes into the net and just falls right over.
Oh, trickles the net?
What is it?
Trickler?
Dribbler. Close.
Oh,
and this one's going to be hard because it's more of a golf term, but it means you just cannot get the ball to go where you want it to go. And I think we should bring it into volleyball. Do you have any idea?
It's the most dangerous animal in Africa. I know that.
The shankopotamus.
Shankopotamus.
Let's bring it to volleyball.
All right, let's do it. Thanks, Professor Key. That ball is wide off Serena Gray. Having some fun here in Madison. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast here. Second of two matches. First one went to Team Cooper, 65-62, but it really wasn't that close. They were pretty dominant till the latter part of the third set against Team McCage. Here, Team NVA trying to get back in this first set against Jordan Thompson, who's been tearing up the league as she tears up that attack. Boy, 10-4 and a 5-0 run to get there from Team Thompson. Jordan Thompson, Olympic gold and silver medalist, and that is a tough serve she's dishing out. They'll leave it back row for Beth. Betania de la Cruz. Those athletes have faced one another many times in the international scene, as well as in the NORCECA zone. That's North Central and Caribbean. That is the zone in which the United States and the Dominican Republic both participate for many world qualifying events. As Serena Gray gets back to serve. Trying to run some more middle. Team Thompson. Nice spot by Kingdon Rishel. Back again, same matchup, even higher of an attack from Brittany Abercrombie.
Abercrombie was so impressive in the last match. 18 points plus those 12 digs. Now this is what we've seen from her in years past. My only question mark was where it went. In that third set, we saw only 2 points of her.
Gray, flat, ace, got it.
Super flat serve, no spin on it, goes between two players, causes some confusion. Perfect serve.
Another tough one. Kingdon Rishel got it this time. She's under that one, but it doesn't matter as she chips off Fader.
And the trend continues. Kingdon Rishel, just the magnet for every serve. Everyone in the league is just going after her.
Yeah, a ridiculous 33 receptions. That was a heavy lift on Thursday. J-Lo, another dig. That's 2 right on the mark. Here in this early first set action. Betty out of the back row, second time. Hilly all the way to the middle with the stuff. 13-7. Thompson with a commanding open into the net. All right, they're about to receive Key. I want to know, we talked about the number of receptions Kingdon Rishel is getting. Should they, how do they take some receptions away from her?
Well, I think she's doing a good job of handling it, so it doesn't look like it's affecting her too much. She does have more errors than most players in the season because she's being targeted so much, and there's another one. But I think maybe Justine Wong-Arantes could take a little bit more from her. They can shift her over and have her just take the line, because have a look at this, 272 receptions. The next closest is 150, and that's in the entire league. So she's got over 100 more receptions than anyone else. Almost double.
Being called on to do a ton, including on this play. Looking for some defense. Thader looking for a second kill, and there it is, back to back for number 14.
Thader was one of the highlights. for me in the last match on this blue side. 9 points there. She was hitting 550. You mentioned it. This is what you have to get out of your middles. If you want to have a good, successful team, you've got to be using different weapons, and she's one of them.
Yeah, you saw her there coordinating the block. Very talkative and commanding up front right now. Vader calling for it, but it's a tough set from there. Thompson gonna have to lean on it. Got it. She really stretched out to pick up another kill.
I feel like Thompson prefers a wide ball than an inside ball. She gets her feet there, and you can also see how she's kind of flowing into the ball, so she would much rather use her momentum to go towards the ball than it be a little bit inside and she has to reach for it there.
Fisher comes up short, so Valentin-Anderson stays within 3 here in our first set. Remember, we play on aggregate. Going to add up the scores of all 3 sets to determine the overall winner in those 60 team points. Caffey to the front row in attack here in the middle for Team Thompson. Hoffman tries to jam and successfully does it. Mishandled ball by Brittany Abercrombie.
This is a great matchup for the Thompson side. Hoffman going up against Valentin-Anderson again. They have to capitalize anytime she's in the front court.
Valentin-Anderson stretching up for a dig there. That was everything the 5'6" NBA had.
And I love the response as well, because as much as she gives up in terms of her height, she is so crafty and difficult to read, so the blockers are not paying attention to her, and then that's why she's able to get that past them.
Yeah, hopefully crafty and difficult is not what Colt would say.
Nah, she's definitely the boss around the house.
Anderson with the kill there. Husband Colt and Natalia been a presence in this league going all the way back to the beginning. And this is the newest presence here, the newest force in the league, Jordan Thompson. Great, calling for it. Got it. That ball called in. And some discussion about a potential challenge between Jordan Thompson and Fernando Morales, serving as the coach advisor here for the captain. Jordan Thompson said, hey, I think that one was in. She turned to look at it as it went past. Captain's in charge of everything here.
And you only get those 2 challenges, so if you're not 100% sure, do not waste it.
2 challenges per team per set. They do not roll over. If you're right, it doesn't matter. Hilly's doing an outstanding job playing defense in that right back. And is it turning into points? Yes, it is. Rischel gets the touch.
Was that a touch in the block, or was that a touch off Kojima's head?
Counts either way.
Yeah.
Manami still with a funny smile.
Would have been a dribbler. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Excellent basketball drawing, by the way.
Thank you. What about the tool? Did you like that one?
Oh, that was funny. I'm still a little hurt. We'll talk about it later. All right, but Dani De La Cruz got off a good one last time. She likes to go into that angle. Hoffman and Kingdon Rischel are corner to corner from Betty. Pushed outside. Ball is long. Claire Hoffman had equipment flying off.
She must be mic'd up. Not anymore.
Maybe a whoop blowing off of there. Abercrombie sharp inside. She can really crack off some angles with some range.
And especially since she's a lefty, if she gets that ball fast and wide enough, she's got so many options. So there you see her change just at the last minute. Hilly's kind of crept in. She's expecting that to be maybe an off shot or a roll. And that's where Abercrombie can get crafty.
Yeah, Abercrombie 75% with a ton of range has proven deadly time and again. Ooh, J-Wo, did she get it? Everybody played on, it was close. Swing deep corner, too much power, that one's gone. Keith, what do you think about this pancake?
In real time, I thought it might have touched the floor. Oh, again, I'm not convinced.
Matters not?
My opinion?
Good spot by Abercrombie. Got the block touch and the kill to go with it. 2 parts of the play from number 4.
You mentioned her range as well and being a little bit off speed. This is where she shined last year, but she said, hey, I've been trying to do those shots and they're just not falling this season. It's so frustrating.
18-17 has Thompson calling a timeout. Remember, it was 13-7 at one point, but Brittany Abercrombie and Team Valentin-Anderson have really turned it around, our champion from last year.
Yeah, and I was looking back at the points from that last match, and the things that were going well, when the sets were going well, it was a lot to kind of correlated with when Abercrombie was playing well as well. So if she's going well, the team is going well. And it's a very important relationship between her and Valentin-Anderson.
5 kills and already 3 digs for Abercrombie, and that was one of the real features, as defensive aspect of the game.
Defense wins games. Valentin-Anderson has 3 of the best in the league in the backcourt here today. And Padua and Hans, amazing in their own right. But look at that, Valentin-Anderson coming in today had just 3 digs behind one of the top liberos in the league. She's digging more than her libero. And then in addition to that, she's got a right side that's picking up some numbers there too. So watch out for this entire play, this entire night to be long rallies.
Now remember, those are their cumulative numbers throughout the season. They were actually outdug in their match, but they had more swings. So that's an interesting contrast. Kia, I want you to talk a little bit about that in a second here. Thader dug up by Thompson. Parsons covered it up, as is Hilly. Kingdon Rishel was gonna go high flat there. I don't know if you saw the hands pull down in live action. Ended up blasting it nice and low. So Key, how does that happen? Team Valentin-Anderson is outdug 64-57, but had more swings, 136 to 121.
They just weren't as terminal.
Okay.
The other side was putting the ball, the swings that they were taking were becoming points. Set finished, rally finished. Valentin-Anderson having to go again and again, and there's a perfect example. There's one swing, recycled. There's another one, could have been recycled and gone again, but they're just not being quite as terminal as some of the other teams that we've seen, especially this gold side, specifically and especially.
Specifically, Sarah Parsons, 3 kills on 19, 0-53, and she's shut down there, and now a timeout called by Valentin-Anderson.
Jordan Thompson up over 400 points, although Reagan Cooper did gain some ground.
So in the sport of volleyball, Key, you need more than just yourself, right? Isn't it the ultimate team game? Isn't that what people say?
Yeah, you can't just have one player firing. We talk about balance a lot, but this is what's so dangerous about the gold side this week is that you have the 2 leaders in kills on the same team, Jordan Thompson, Maddie Kingdon-Michelle, not only in kills, but in kills per set. So those are the numbers that they're putting up against other teams. I was wondering at the draft, how on earth these 2 ended up together?
Right.
Like you obviously cannot draft Jordan Thompson, but 2 players were drafted before the second most effective attacker in the league.
Well, in fact, 3 players were, because you have Natalia of Brazil go first, Brittany Abercrombie goes second, Danny Drew's third,
yeah,
and then Maddie Kingdon-Rishel. So who would you move to move Kingdon-Rishel up?
I probably would have taken her first if I were in Molly's chair.
Okay.
Which I am not.
Team Michael played in this league for a year. We never had Team Michael.
Nobody wants that. It'd be all middles.
All middles.
Yeah.
That ball blocked again. It'll be 4-1 in this set, including 3 in a row now for the gold side.
Great read by Fisher. She's getting there. She's a little late, but here's the key. Get your hands over the net, even if you're late. Don't try and close to your outside hitter.
Second leading blocker in the league behind Molly McCage, the all-time leading blocker. Dig, Kingdon-Rishel. Man, that was some heat from Thompson. An opposite battle has broken out here in Madison. But it's won by an outside. Hoffman off speed for the winner.
The off speeds are falling on the blue side. They're digging a lot, so hard-driven balls are popping up in the backcourt. You've got some phenomenal defense going on, so I like the gold side adjusting, recognizing that, and implementing it more and more.
Serving pretty difficult also. Thader tucked down, covered it, but Parsons has that one put right back into her hands. We talked about the height of Hilly.
And the change, Hilly coming in the last game, sort of halfway through, making a difference, earning herself the starting role again tonight. I think it's paying off for Thompson.
5-0 run for Team Thompson. 4 blocks in the run, 5 total in this first set. As we do get a look at Jaylee Winters, that was one of my questions coming in. Would we get an extended view of the League One Omaha player? Last year, League One Nebraska this year, her first attack goes.
She's learning. She's watching from the sidelines. The tips were falling on her team. So just rinse and repeat for the other side.
6 years overseas for her, Spain, Greece, France, before League One last year. Block NVA. Right back to Winters, yep. 2 in a row, 2 for 2.
And off the hands as well. You recognize you've got a taller setter in front of you. The cross court is taken away, turns it with her shoulders down the line.
4-time All-American, holds nearly 100 school records, does Jaylee Winters. And this is maybe the first extended action we're going to see of her. That ball's hit right between her and Emily Thader, but very high once again.
It's a difficult spot to be put in, not only to come in as an outside hitter that's been sitting on the bench, but you're now lining up against Jordan Thompson immediately. So welcome to the game. That's what you got.
Welcome to Thompson's world. She has 6 kills.
We're just living in it.
Almost a fake there on the joust. Valentin-Anderson has that one fall. So 1 set point fought off.
Number 61, Winter.
Looks as if Jordan's so confused. It looked as if there was maybe a net called by the second referee. Aha. We've gotten to the bottom of it. There was a net call, but the first referee didn't hear it or see it.
Key, excellent work by you.
That
was some Sherlock Holmes kind of moments for you.
That's why I'm wearing the glasses today. So I can just see a little bit better what's going on.
Yep, you're on top of it.
So Nati called in the net as she was going out for the joust.
So if confirmed, that would end the set 25-19. We'd be done.
Oh, it is so slow. Oh, yeah.
This set's over.
Was it 24 at that point?
25-19 is on the board already in the stadium.
Well, there you go.
So later ruled
After
in the net.
review, the challenge of net touch is unsuccessful. Ball to gold side.
So ball initially ruled for Team NVA, overruled back for Thompson, which would end the set. Challenged by Natalia Valentin-Anderson on her side, unsuccessfully. And with all of that, 40 set points, team points, are awarded to Team Thompson for the victory. They continue to roll. They wear the gold jerseys for a reason. And all that glittered was gold in set number 1. Will Team Valentin-Anderson perhaps put a little burnish on that in the second? Here in Madison is an opportunity to reach out and visit with some of the local community. Back on Tuesday, Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball players went to John Muir Elementary School, part of the Madison Metropolitan School District's Mad for Reading initiative. Love that they had the Spanish and the English there. And Key, you were kind of upset about the clip man here at the Rock Warrior.
I thought it was hilarious, and I love that Jordan was reading that book. You gotta have fun with the kids when you're out there, and I think it's so cool as well that the players are taking some time to get out into the community as well. It's a lot on a volleyball player to just be playing volleyball all the time, but they're making the time.
JT looking like a rock warrior in the first. Her side 25-19, and as usual, the opposite a big part of it.
This is what Jordan Thompson does. She takes over matches, and if you slow her down in one direction, she'll just go the other way. You've already seen her go through the block, around the block, over the block. Looks comfortable with every set that Hilly has sent her way, whether it's faster like this or whether it's got that real high loop on it. She does not care. She's making it look good every single time. And then she's backed up by the one and only Maddie Kingdon-Richel. And those two playing together is such a great combination. This is why Maddie, with such volleyball smarts, with the tips, the tools off the hand, she's not necessarily going hard-driven every time. She's reserving her energy, but that's exactly what you have to do. If you're a player that's coming off, trying to score points, do it in every way that you can.
They did it in every way they could in the first set. How about that, Key? You were wondering if this was just the first set, and the answer is yes.
Yeah, 7 points and 6 points respectively for these two. And again, goes back to the conversation that we had about how on earth they ended up on the same team together. Because now you're looking at how you slow down Thompson, but also Kingdon-Richel.
Valentin-Anderson allowed a Thursday high of 314 from Team Cooper. They, of course, now get to run into this team, which is hitting 370. What adjustments do they need to make blocking-wise or maybe defensively here in this to get back to even in terms of sets and maybe in that overall score?
Yeah, tougher serving to start off with. Make it harder on Hilly to run an offense. And then run the middle if you can.
Okay, Gray had a lot of opportunities back in the last match. Gray had 20 swings. They're doing a nice job pivoting all the way around the ball. Serena Gray has proven herself quite dynamic at the point of attack, the former ABCA First Team All-American. Betty breaks out the pause. Winters remains in, starting this second set. Abercrombie was waiting on it. Jaylee to convert. That was a good idea. Better block touch. And the tip is not picked up. Well, there were some nice technical swings in there, but not going down.
Yeah, and the first one that got Abercrombie out of the offense, I like that one in particular because it was a little shorter. We've seen some tips and rolls falling, so at least it doesn't fall. But again, the idea is so good that now Abercrombie cannot swing.
Leaderboard being live updated. A little space to go here for Team Thompson trying to climb back up as Natalia feeds Emily. You said set the middle. They've done it a couple of times here to open the second set.
And Thader was one of the few players on that Thursday night match that was scoring in the third set. She had 6 of her 9 points in that one set, so she got going when everyone else kind of went quiet.
Whew. Take that inside the block. Yeah, versus Team Cooper, the loss was 73-64. And it was close until that third. It was a 100-point set because whoever won the set was going to win the match, and it was 25-17. Team Cooper just kind of stepped away. They lost the blocking battle 2-7 did this side NVA as Jaylee Winters goes over the top. Nice to see her getting some action. The off-speed's been the best thing for us thus far.
And it looks like they're doing maybe that front court, back court switch up that's been working on a couple of other teams. Parsons was the back court equivalent for Cooper's front court for two weeks in a row. Now maybe they're bringing in Jaylee Winters to help strengthen Parsons' front court.
Yeah, good point about the reversal of why you're going to that strategy. Parsons back row finds success again, so all offense is not lost if you're just coming in to pass.
I think Parsons also leans at this stage in her career, right? We're talking about someone who's just come back from motherhood, trying to get back into playing shape. That swing from off the net, it's a little bit simpler for her because she can see what she needs to swing at.
Natalia stuffed it, but it is picked up, kept alive. Coming right back. Oh, that was clever. Kingdon-Richel, get out of here. And a backslide to Thader. All right. 5-2, Valentin-Anderson. Natalia charged into that tip. Ball's dug high into the Coliseum. Where do you go? Going flat is Kingdon Richel, and it is wide right as we're now joined by Tessa Grubbs, back up opposite on Team Thompson for the 3rd week in a row. Tell us about your role here so far and your experience, Tessa.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great experience. Being behind JT has been awesome. I mean, currently I'm undefeated, and I'm high on the leaderboard. So I'm having a good time. It's also really cool to learn from her and kind of just get to watch her play without having to, like, focus so much on my gameplay in the moment, but kind of see how she moves and observe that to kind of build my game off of. So it's been really cool. The vibes are really good this week on our team, so it's been really fun.
Tessa, what have you seen specifically when you're looking at someone like Jordan Thompson and everyone's going, all right, how do we stop her? What have you seen that makes her so unstoppable in training and in games?
I think her demeanor is great. I mean, on the court, she's always just so level-headed and optimistic and positive. So I think that's really cool because she, no matter what happens, she's going to go after it. And I love that in her game. Like that swing right there, sorry. So I think she's also just really high when she swings. She always just goes for it, and I like that.
Now, you also have a pretty high contact point and an unorthodox arm. What do defenses do to adjust to you when they haven't seen that kind of attacker before?
Yeah, I'm told that a lot of the time I look like I'm going to hit cross and I turn it line. So I think kind of having the block on me, I don't want to give away all my secrets, but kind of having the block on me and just making those last-minute moves. But I'm also working on growing my range as a hitter as well, and I think that this has been a great opportunity to do so in practice.
You and I met 4 or so years ago back in France. How has your game changed since then?
I was an outside at that time, so I think overall I've become a lot more confident because I'm in kind of the position that I feel like I should be in, kind of like the role I want to be in, and I think I've become a lot more of a fearless player. I'm just going after things, ripping at balls, and kind of taking chances out there.
It's getting a little cold here in Madison. We're tipping towards winter season coming up for League One. You doing any crocheting?
I am. I'm actually making a blanket for a friend right now. I'm about halfway done, so I'm super excited about that.
Very nice. Well, we hope to see you out here on the court shortly. You had such an outstanding start to the League One volleyball season.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Tessa Grubbs. She absolutely tore up League One volleyball until she suffered an ankle injury kind of a little bit past midway. Looking forward to seeing her in action again for League One Atlanta this next year. She was a huge part of them being undefeated for much of the year. Abercrombie out of the back row. While we were talking to Tessa, the opposites were absolutely doing battle.
I mean, we knew they would. That's kind of something you expect when you've got Abercrombie, former champion, and Thompson, potential future champion, going head-to-head. I mean, these are 2 of the best in the U.S. by far.
Another terrific set from Sydney Hilly on the run.
I think this change has looked really good on the gold side, bringing Hilly back in. Oh.
Big kill by Gray once again.
Gray was hitting over 400 in that match on Thursday. You mentioned it getting a few more attempts than usual, but this is why she gets up so early, and it's the quick finish that works really well. There's that hole between the block. They're expecting her to go right on the setter, but she makes space instead.
Thompson, another delivery to her, and that's going to be another kill. She has exceeded 10 kills in all 8 matches this year. Just she and Danny Drews with that distinction. And Jordan Thompson has done it before even the 1/3 mark of set 2.
Yeah, she's on track to break some records this season, that's for sure.
Smash some records, indeed. Betty calling for it. Slowed for the moment. Manami to Brittany. Right in front of the middle defender. Jalen Winters returns to that front row role. That's working for Valentin-Anderson here in the second. They lost the first by 6. They lead here by 1. You're going to want to start watching that score below, the match score, 33-29. Just go with the fist and smash it. That's Hulk mode right there for Brittany Abercrombie.
Great body awareness as well. Recognizing how close she was to the net. You don't want to get risky with your arms and your limbs.
Halloween's coming up. Maybe paint yourself green.
You lost me.
The Hulk.
Oh, the Hulk.
Maybe that wasn't on. Maybe it was all Pippa the Pig. No.
I didn't watch TV as a kid in England. We didn't have TV.
It costs extra over there. You get taxed. Massively taxed. If they find you and it's running, you're in trouble.
Yeah, free healthcare, but really expensive TV.
Sydney Hill into the line. Working on Winters. Winters pass. Swing. Dunked by Jawo. That's Justine Wong-Orantes. Finally, they get a good touch on Thompson and feed their own opposite. Who is rejected by Caffey, a late arriving number 28.
Yeah, Abercrombie thought she had that space. You could see her looking to go for it. Ball's dying a little inside, and just at the last minute, there comes Caffey out of absolutely nowhere.
Almost too sharp. Went past the seam into the hard angle.
Yeah.
Gray, again, the body work.
Yes, and especially there, you can see she's trying to open her shoulders a little bit extra. She caught herself maybe tight to the net, so then she's forced to make a kind of an awkward looking move in the air, but it pays off really well because she's got that sharp angle available.
Serena Gray, pro in France, speaks French, English, and Spanish fluently.
C'est pas vrai.
And defense, apparently. Making the play there. Winters trying to chip that one. Good idea, just missed.
Winters also fluent in French, so I wonder if the two of them have little chit-chats every once in a while.
Secrets don't make friends. Kill by Abercrombie. A lot of players from America will go over and play in Europe and will not speak the language when they arrive. That's now happening in reverse. What's the biggest challenge you face integrating yourself into a society, living somewhere when you don't immediately know the language?
Not knowing what to buy at the grocery store.
Okay.
Not knowing what your favorite food is in that language. No, but I think it's super important, and this is the way that I felt when I was over there, to try and make an effort to learn the language because of those little friendships, those connections with people, the day-to-day interactions that you lose if you're not making that effort. And you've got so much free time. Let me tell you, if you're not learning languages and you're just binge watching Grey's Anatomy or something, you're missing out.
Couldn't even do that back in the day when I went over. There was no streaming. That ball's set over. Hill in with a pickup. Fisher covers and then kind of stands under the ball. Got to get out of the way. He's on top of the tape.
He made a little look at the referee just to make sure that he didn't call her over. I like that aggression, though. I think if the ball comes even close to the net, go for it. Grab it early. Make sure no one else is in your vicinity.
Parsons into the back row. Making the dig. Thader calling. Abercrombie tipping. Justine Wong-Orantes was in a different zip code. I think she was in Milwaukee when that ball was tipped. 15-12 in the second set. Has a technical timeout on the board. It's 37-34. We've got a close one here in our second match of the day.
You get stopped and makes an error. Next one's off speed. Okay? Hey, big reset. You don't have to do anything outside yourselves. Just play your game here. Okay? Cover. Come on, Emily. Come on, Emily. Nice repeat, Nazi. Nice repeat. It's literally just like we started off passing, not so great. Second half of the set was wonderful. So let's pick up where we left off with passing. Okay? And we got to eliminate off-speed kills. In. Play. Cover. Yes. Yes.
Is that the first time that we've mic'd up a coach or facilitator?
Yeah.
That's awesome. You get that little bit of extra knowledge from the sidelines. That's what the coaches are going through. It feels like all stress all the time.
Caleb Banwarth, a bronze medalist in 2016 in Rio, former head coach at Ole Miss, native of Dubuque, Iowa, graduated from Nebraska in 2012. One of those incredible liberos out of that program. Single match record for digs at 32 still belongs to her. Coach of the Year last year for the Atlanta Vibe in PBF. Resumes of the coaches also excellent here at AU Pro Volleyball. As we continue on with our second match of the night, Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Key Michael. Watching Valentin-Anderson rebound here. After a first set loss, they are the aggressor. Tip picked up. Making the little plays, everybody here, including Kojima. Thompson just trying to put it on the net. And a net violation, I believe, by Maddie Kingdon-Rishel is going to end it in favor of Team NVA. That's Natalia Valentin-Anderson.
One of the things I noticed just from that stat that just popped up, 7 blocks on the gold side, only 1 on the blue side. That's something that they're going to have to do a little bit better going forward.
No block that time.
And it's surprising because Thader picked up so early off the board every single week because her blocking stats are so good.
Leaderboard updating live. Every time there's an action, you see Valentin-Anderson in there in 6. Going to need some of those win points to move up past the orange that has taken over. I always thought gangrene was green and black. Mostly it's orange on the leaderboard at the moment.
Now serving number 14, Emily Thader.
So Emily Thader will go back. Thader done some professional work outside the volleyball realm there for League One volleyball in addition to being a player. Taking that one off the left chest. A little hazard pay for number 14. Second one sneaks through.
Thader with the dig off the chest. Counts for double if it's a middle. But again, the problem in the block persists, and that was even a 3 block up. Again, the difference in height makes it so tough.
I know you would like it to be, Kiva. That is still just 5 points for a dig, not 10 if you're a middle. Only special stat for the middles, as in a very serious-looking Bethany de la Cruz gets a kill, is they will get block assists, middle blockers. They can score 2 points with that. That's a big bet. Yeah, that is not the look you want to see. I'm already scared.
Yeah, well, it's only her 3rd point on the night. That's why she's so frustrated. She's not scoring at the rate that she wants to. She hasn't really been getting the sets either.
Yeah, just 12 attempts so far. Video back out there. Abercrombie with the better run. Dusty Wongarantes has seen the slow stuff this time. Yeah. And Serena Gray gets the block. You wanted some more blocking.
There it is. I ask, and I shall receive.
19-14, and that will be a timeout then on the other side for Team Thompson. Finally, some good pressure. 39-38 is where we're at. Thompson with the 1-point advantage. As we get a chance to visit with Jaylee Winters here. Jaylee, you're into the match for a little bit, playing that hybrid role. How's that working out so far today?
Yeah, so far so good. A lot of good things are happening on our side of the court right now. Just trying to do what I can to help out.
You were at home in Omaha. Now you're in Madison and you're on the road again. How has that changed your preparation, if at all?
Yeah, I almost think it makes the preparation better. You know, there's less to do now that I'm not in my home, so it's really just complete focus on volleyball and doing what I can to recover and stay prepped for the games.
You spent 6 years overseas. What did you learn about you?
What did I learn about me? What a good question. I mean, I learned what I'm capable of. I learned, you know, just how much I can do on my own and so much independence and a lot about other cultures.
What's been the best part of being here at Athletes Unlimited? Were you watching in the years previously?
Yeah, I had watched a little bit in the years previous, and I would say this level is insane. I mean, the level we have here, we've got some of the best players in the world. Like, the benches are so deep on every single team, and it's just a really fun thing to be a part of, and definitely makes me better, makes everyone better.
Saw your side score another point there. I saw you give it a little look to make sure you're in. We'll get you back out there. Thanks, Haley.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
While she's talking to us, her side ties it up 39-39. Moment for her to refocus and get ready to join the fray inside the 900 square feet once again. Perfect pass. All the options on the table. Taken away. Betty chipping down the line, and look who leads. Valentin-Anderson 40-39.
And how about that defense again? Kojima looked like she just put her hands out to protect herself. And then Betty just doing what Betty does. Thompson creeping up on her, expecting that short ball. Goes over her head.
Missed into the net, and the run will end there, but the good work done. They both lead in the set and have tied this overall match.
Nachi was one of the best servers last season. She has an absolutely wicked cross-court float. I haven't really seen it that much this season.
Parsons with a nail. Put that under your hammer you drew earlier.
That was painful. I just love how Nachi is reading the game so well to recognize that that's the moment to go back to Gray. It's not always the moment to use your middle, but if there's a space there, absolutely.
All right, I have that recorded. I will play that for you at the opportune time.
But it's not always the moment
to use your middle. Betty on her side. They've gotten a moment here in the second. Looking for more. Betty, good spot, contributing. She's back up. Jaylee Winters. Hit it right to a defender, unfortunately. And hitting it away from one is Jordan Thompson. Boy, every time you think you got a little beat on her, it seems like she finds more heat, more angle, and another K.
More.
Serious face right now, too. You've talked about her and her change in demeanor.
Yeah, she's all smiles and fun until it gets down to business, till her team is struggling a little bit, and then she brings that competitor out.
Oh, Brittany Abercrombie, another one of those good idea. Just missed execution.
So close. From this angle, I thought she had it.
Thompson back on top, 42-41. Tough serve from Hilly. Thompson not available. Who cares? Claire Hoffman crushes it.
Serena Gray's finger tape goes flying into the backcourt as well.
Players will tape their fingers for a variety of reasons. Sometimes it's injury. Sometimes you get some cracking in the winter months. You're hitting that ball so many times, your hand ends up drying out. Sometimes it's just comfort and your normal preparation. 22-18. Natalia Valentin-Anderson and squad lead in this set, but not in the overall. And they are led by Natalia Valentin-Anderson. What's her playing style like? We'll let her tell you.
I think I'm just looking to reach my full potential in any way. Nazi, one of those players that can keep things going.
Nazi gets after it.
She's sprawling out every single time there's a ball anywhere in her vicinity.
Get it! The block with it. 5-6 playing 6-5.
Get it, Nazi! Let them know.
My style of playing, as a setter, it's fast. I'm very energetic. I'm competitive to the point where I'm like, okay, what is it that I need to do right now? I do anything. I'm always smiling, joyful, having fun, because at the end of the day, it's just a game. And I try to bring that every time I step on the court.
She really does, too. You know, a lot of people think that they know their playing style. That is 100% Nazi. All energy, all firecracker, and just competitive till the very last point.
Gonna need some of that right now as the gold side is applying some pressure. A 3-0 run. They were down 22-15. Hilly just hanging in the corner right in the pocket. Oh my. Jordan Thompson, turn and burn.
It's a great changeup too. You saw her go cross a couple of times through the seam. Now she's going line. Again, the more range you have, the better you are as an attacker.
3-point lead in that overall, 44-41. Serving down the line with some traffic. Gray right back at you. Serena Gray, Boombaye.
Serena Gray. Hello, welcome back. We haven't seen that kind of power through the middle in that really quick set in a while.
Gray, 7 for 9. One error, hitting 660, but a miss there. Critical miss.
Just a momentum-killing miss, if anything.
And they lost that first set by 6. They'd love to close this. even further. 2 in a row would look really good headed to the third for that overall 60 team points. Abercrombie trying to make it happen. There's one.
Now it gets easier for the pins to score. The middle's been established. That's exactly what Nazi needed.
Set point. Off the block, out of bounds for another kill for JT. So second set point opportunity is upcoming here. That would set us up with a little 2-point border. It would be 46-44 if Team NBA picks this one up. And that'll be it. 25-21. The second set concludes with an overall score of 46-44. The 40 set points going to Team Natalia Valentin-Anderson. We still have 100 set points to deliver. Who will it be? Will someone have a sweep? Will we have a golden set? Will history be made? Here on our second day of action in Madison. We'll be back for set 3. Recaptured in the second. 25-21. Team Valentin-Anderson rebounds after losing the first set 25-19, and we have just a 2-point deficit here for Team NBA as we enter the third and decisive frame. Key Michael, you love some middles, and right now Serena Gray is showing serious power.
She's been popping off, and I think this is one of the reasons why this blue side is having so much success now is because that moment, or that middle area, has been established. Nazi recognizing it's one-on-one. She's barely got a single blocker in front of her, so she's got such good angles. And also the pass has improved, and that's really gotten her involved in that offensive play. Look at the change-up as well. You can see her going left, right. She's going around. Whatever's in front of her, she's going the other way.
I've been super impressed with her ability, as you detailed at one point, to adjust in the air.
You have to, as a middle blocker. You're never going to get up there and be able to hit what you were planning to do from the few seconds previous. You get up there, you have a look, you see in a split second, make an instant decision. The blocker's hands go in front of you to the left, to the right, or they stay middle. Then you make your decision. And it really is that quick, but also where the set is put can dictate your decision. I mean, there's a lot of factors that you have to take into account all in that moment.
Gray, the 25-year-old, played at Pitt and then Penn State, majoring in psychology, and she's got a great Pyrenees. That's a fun dog breed. Koa. Haven't seen a Pyrenees around. Not sure if Koa is here. Kevin White alongside Olympian Key Michael. We'll eventually get to you going to the dogs, Key.
Eventually.
Eventually.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the dogs more than the volleyball. You know this.
Hopefully you are here for an exciting third set. The volleyball's been top shelf so far. We expect more of the same here in this decisive frame, which starts with a ball just out of bounds off the block. Claire Hoffman with her kill.
Now serving number 2, Sydney Hilly.
Still only 2 blocks on the blue side tonight.
Well, you called for one last time and they gave it to you. Maybe you will speak it into existence once again.
Alrighty.
You've spoken middles into existence as Gray collects yet another kill. She's been so consequential and efficient. That's now 8 of 10.
Number 81, De La Cruz.
Saw Betania De La Cruz Mejia picking up a couple of points there. Onto the leaderboard. Side spin on that one. Nobody home in the middle. What happened? Key, how does that occur?
I'm not sure. I'm as flabbergasted as the players. I'm thinking that was Maddie Kingdom Michelle just kind of forgetting that she had a backcourt attacking role, and maybe Sydney didn't call it for her, but.
Well, you lose 1 point, but frighteningly, it keeps Betty at the line. That is not what you want to do. And that's why.
2 miscommunications in a row. That's not a great sign for the gold side. that's handled well. If you're thinking about from Maddie's perspective, she's gone overhead. That ball's in a playable position.
It's a little bit the left front.
It's not perfect,
Yeah.
but it definitely shouldn't hit the ground.
All right. Bermuda Triangle territory. Another sideways one, this time a better pass. Perfect, in fact. Calling for it, Betty. Misconnection there. Middle back attacks not working on either side.
Popcorn.
I think they don't like the double contact there from Brittany Abercrombie. One rule to block, one rule to dig. NVA with the gator, but it does not find its way out of the swamp.
And how many times the goal would have to go for the attack there before they're able to score? Again, this is what we talked about. Defense on the blue side, this is what they do. That scoop, gator, whatever you want to call it from Natty Valentin-Anderson, it's on the third swing from Thompson. She's looking frustrated.
I understand you played at Miami. You cannot use the term gator.
I will never.
It being a pejorative, I get it. Gray again, 11 now. Attempts, 9 kills. Look at that overall score, 48-48. Valentin-Anderson and crew could do all the work here in the third. Take the set, take the overall, but JT is not going to go quietly into that long, dark night.
And this is kind of around the time where she'll look at her setter and say, give me the ball. And more often than not, those balls are going to go in JT's direction because as the captain, she wants to be in charge of winning or not winning. She doesn't want it to be in anyone else's hands.
Yeah, I can think of lots of reasons to set JT. As Jayla Winters has a nice in-rhythm attack. Best one we've seen from her, perhaps, from a standpoint of pass to swing to result. Winters had the last one. Her soft stuff is gone, but not that time. And her side pays.
Yeah, what she does really well is get Hilly out of that setting role by making her play that first ball. So doesn't have a chance to take a big swing on it, but at least she forces it into an out-of-system swing on the other side. She knows that ball's going over there.
And she's passing perfect. Getting Fader to be a weapon. That was, you take it, no, I got it, no, you have it. Never mind. Was that the hubby wife?
That was probably the hubby wife. There you go.
If you were with us for match number 1, that was picture number 1.
Yeah. Typically it's in the serve receive when two players just kind of look at each other, but it's really anytime there's a miscommunication.
Saving the left front from Hilly. Hanabi Kojima with a gem. And that's converted into a diamond by Abercrombie. Manami.
First dig from Manami. I mean, she is so quick in the backcourt. Small but mighty.
Manami with another one. Parsons from her knees, couldn't keep it high enough for anyone else to get there.
That first ball absorbing the heat of that power that I believe came from JT. Here's the gold side, a second chance at it. That's what they want.
7-5 in the set, 51-51 in the overall. Leaderboard, points and positions at stake. Going over Hilly is Bedania de la Cruz Mejia, her 5th kill on 15 attempts.
Next slow day at the office for Betty.
Well, maybe somebody will ask her for some TPS reports or something here. We'll see. That one floats a little too far from Fader.
I don't think she got the memo.
Well done. 8-6.
Kevin's excited anytime I get a reference.
I love it. Betty, good pass. Boy, great. It doesn't even matter. The arm was just kind of up there. Statue of Liberty play works.
And she's the hot hand right now for the blue side. I love Nati giving it back to her again and again, and even when it's not perfect now, and that's another key as a middle blocker. If you're not getting the set you want, find a different way to score. Tips rolls not straight down into the blocker's hands.
Gray, a block, 5 digs, and 10 kills. Hoffman on the outside. That's going to take Hoffman to 10 kills.
Number 2, Sydney Hilly.
They go to Gray again. First time she's been in double figures this year. Won't have to as that one is long from Hilly. Both teams really trying to show out from the service line.
Yeah, we've seen how important that can be in dictating the play of the game as well. The harder you serve, the harder it is to run an offense, and both teams know that, so they're not giving lollipops to each other. They're going for the end line, the sidelines, and the seams.
Yeah, those relationships, Gray, with all those attempts and all those kills. You got to try and take her out.
For sure.
Service the way to do it. Betty back around once again. Minami to Brittany, to Claire. Sydney, Jordan, Minami. Serena with another finish.
She just can do no wrong in this set. And ever since, actually since halfway through the second set, she has been all golden in that blue jersey. And look at the angles on her. I mean, that does not happen by accident.
Dirty. Nasty. Keeps Betty there again. Last time it was an ace on her second serve. Another tough one. Good touch, Betty. Oh, she wants that back. Playable ball for number 81.
Now serving number 21, Claire Hoffman.
All right, so Hoffman to the line. Can she keep it in? Her team down 1, 55-54 in that overall score. There's a little floor maintenance going on. Abercrombie's already got a double-double up there. 10 digs, 13 kills. Sydney Hilly has that as well. She's got 12 digs, 29 assists. Winters fighting that off overhand. An underused skill in the women's game still. That ball too low. And someone touched the antenna. Who was it? Brittany Abercrombie. We're tied. It's a double-double nickel. 55-55. Winters stopped by Thompson.
That's the matchup we had question marks about. Winters having some success early and then went for the tips, but now Thompson's figured out where she wants to go and all over it.
Closely contested third set continues. Thompson now +1 in the overall. Did an excellent job of targeting Winters and blocking the ball. Caffey will get it. Back-to-back monster blocks.
And that brings up your favorite.
French fries are on the board here, kids. It's getting to be about that time. 5:45 local.
But this is what the gold side have done all match long. Their blocking has been stellar.
Timeout called by team Valentin-Anderson. They came out the stronger of the two teams. They trailed by 2. They led at one point. Now they trail by 2 once again. We'll have the conclusion of the third set when we return to Madison.
Playing for an athlete cause is something so unique to this league. It gives us an opportunity to give back to whatever charity, whatever cause, whatever really means something in our hearts to us.
It kind of allows us to represent a different side of us. Everyone sees the big, strong athlete, but depending on people's causes, you don't see whether their family's battling something, they're battling something.
With Athletes Unlimited, you're scored by individual points, but now with this athlete cause, you have a team on your back that you are also playing for.
It does give us this certain motivation that we can put into our play every day when we walk into the court. We have our why for this season. It just makes me want to go 10 times harder every day when I step on the floor.
Powered by Give Lively, Athlete Causes allows athletes to play in part for the benefit of their nonprofit organization that they have selected. At the end of each season, the nonprofit partner does receive a grant matching 100% of the athlete's season win bonus, and that is based on your leaderboard finish. You can learn more about the Athlete Causes program visiting auprosports.com/athlete-causes.
Yeah, it's one of the coolest parts about Athletes Unlimited. It's something special you don't see in any other leagues where the athletes actually get to give back to something that's important to them. So every time they're scoring a point, they can be thinking about that.
What was close to your heart in the first year?
I played for the NAACP, and it was an important time for me to make sure that that was at the forefront of the conversation. It was 2021, and it was important to me.
Excellent. Well, at the forefront of the conversation right now is the second half of this third set and the result of this match for Team Valentin-Anderson and Team Thompson. Gray into those double figures for the first time. She's been consequential. Can she make the dig here? Yes, she can. Winters plays it conservative. Thompson gets it right back. She also is a bit conservative with the swing. Brittany Abercrombie, as has been the case for some part of this season, off by just a little bit. The mechanism needs to be recalibrated.
Yeah, she was so good in the first set. And again, she was kind of rolling over from how good she was in the last match. But again, this was my question mark about her. Can she have that full head of steam for an entire 3 sets and not just start strong and then kind of taper off?
We were tied at 1-1. Valentin-Anderson carried a lead until the last couple of back and forth here. We're now tied at 12. We're going to play to 25, win by 2. Winters with another kill. So Jalen Winters in her first extended action has proven to be a top commodity. 5 kills now for Winters on 13 swings, hitting about 200.
I think it's smart that Valentin-Anderson is using all of her pieces. She's not saying, all right, this is who I drafted first, so this is who I'm playing. No. If it's not working, make changes.
Vader has that one pop off her left hand and her head on the second one. Top 20 leaderboard there, scrolling by, points being awarded as they go. Kingdon Rischel adding. (59-57). Thompson with the lead. Dump from Natalia.
There's that fiery firecracker. Natty is so feisty when she gets good. She just has so much fun with it.
She's excited. You're just here in the booth. You're not even on the floor.
And she has that effect on people. When you're playing with a teammate that just enjoys the sport so much, it rubs off on you. You can't help but feel it.
Teams trading points, but that's not going to be enough for Valentin-Anderson for that overall. Not going to be enough for anyone to take this set. The way it's gone so far, don't be surprised if we go to overtime. Claire Hoffman's going to try and prevent that. She gets the transition kill.
Hoffman hasn't had as many attempts, per se, as Kingdon Rischel or Thompson, but she's been effective when she's been asked to.
The math is simple for Thompson. They win this set, they win the overall. This is a 100-point set for them in a victory. Hoffman back-to-back looking for high hands, did not get him that time. On the other side, it can get a bit more complicated. If we have a deuce set victory by Valentin-Anderson, that would mean the overall score would be tied, and we would head to a 5-point golden set. We'll give you the details on that if we get there. It's a quick bang-bang tiebreaker to decide the overall winner. Vader dropping it short. And picking up the D. Wow, what a set. But it's long.
This is the first time that I can think of in recent memory that Thompson's team has been tested so much and on the verge of not taking the win.
Well, if you look back at Thompson, their last match, they won 25-18, lost 23-25, then won 25-15. So that does put them in control for the majority of that match. They can't control that attack from Brittany Abercrombie. They did have a rather convincing win over Team McCage, 73-58. Team Valentin-Anderson lost to Team Cooper 73-64, so they were kind of on the reverse side of that domination, and it was again a third set, 25-17. Team Cooper putting that one on Valentin-Anderson. That one left for JT, she'll cover it. Tough swing for Hoffman. And Abercrombie does find the hole in the middle of the donut.
Haley's going in. She's looking for that short ball, but the reason that is a difficult pickup is because it's that little bit deeper.
More of a push than a tip?
Yep.
Okay.
Just saw Penny go over and shake hands with Kayla Benworth. They made some deal that we're not aware of, or she liked the look of that play and is giving her congratulations for seeing it. TBD.
Perhaps in this rally. Manami with the dig down the line. Huge point. JT with a stab. More than just an opposite, people. Natalia scoops it for Manami. She'll break out the hands. JT pass. I'll bet she gets it back. Indeed. Winner.
Colts having to work harder and harder to score their points here. First time popped up by Kojima. Then on the other side, it's Thompson doing the digging. But you called it. She's getting that ball right back in her direction. She has to be in control of where this set goes.
Fourth 20-kill match for Thompson on this season. Doing her best Brittany Abercrombie impression here. And adding again. Another Predator-type performance taking shape for Jordan Thompson.
22 points so far in the match.
Sometimes there's no stopping what can't be stopped. Caffey got the overcall with the push of her teammate. She puts it away. 19-17, Thompson with the lead in the set. And they're starting to pull away in the overall 65-61. Timeout, Valentin-Anderson. This is our second match, third set. We already played 3 earlier tonight. It was Team Cooper versus Team McCage. And it was Danny Drews leading the way for Team Cooper in a 65-62 victory.
Yeah, we talked about how important the balance was on this side, but it was Drews by far one of the best players because that lefty swing was so lethal. She was getting some good balls inside, high outside, good speed from Monserrat, and she was just eating it up at the net. A little bit of service pressure as well, but she just looked so comfortable out there on the court. Every time she was asked to score the point, she was getting it done.
First time for Marley Monserrat to be at the controls full-time in this week, and her team is 2-0, taking home some MVP 1 and MVP 2 honors. Surprised not to see Drews in there, but sometimes other people get recognized.
Well, again, that's the power of that orange side. And we're talking about how good Drews was, but she wasn't even an MVP. You got Nona Miller in there who's playing phenomenal defense. You had Cooper who was doing what she's been doing for the last 2 weeks, which was really impressive.
Well, and Team McCage, 25-15 in that third set. They really rallied after a tough second.
Yeah.
Block out of the timeout. Team Thompson taking over.
Things going back according to plan if you're Jordan Thompson.
Just the top 10 on that leaderboard as we watch to see who's going to be in the top 4 after 2 nights of play. Gray is making a case. High snap over.
Against 3 blockers. And I mean, the players on the gold team are just laughing at how there's nothing they could do.
That was everybody, yeah.
She's outfoxing the blockers, and it's so short that it's gone over the blockers, and she's too short for the defense. There's just nothing you can do.
Big moment perhaps for Betty. Her team -4. Need a dig. Got it. Yes, it stays alive. Trying to recompose the block. Abercrombie's back up, but not in time. Jordan Thompson with the kill. 4 away from an overall victory and 100 team points for Team Thompson. That had put some gold inside the top 4 besides just the captain. "22 kills for Jordan Thompson.
Now serving number 15, Serena.
Team Valentin-Anderson looking for a little bit of magic here in the red zone. You have to serve in to start any kind of magic trick. It's kind of like having a hat and a rabbit. It's a prerequisite.
Now serving number 28, Kayla Caffey.
Winters, unsuccessful. How about the other way? Yes, inside the block. Kingdon Rishel. 23-19. Thompson with some closing speed.
Yeah, there's the urgency that has sometimes been missing on the gold side or on Thompson's team, and she's making sure that her team is urgent in this final stage.
Better pass. Abercrombie, no touch. Ball is long, and we'll see a challenge here. The women in blue seem pretty convinced that there was a touch. So we'll have our first challenge of our third set, and by my count, just our second challenge of this match. Looking for a touch on the block. If it is not called, we are at a match ball.
I don't think it's even close.
Yep.
I don't think they thought it was even close either. I think this might be one of those challenges just for the sake of a slowdown. Because Valentin-Anderson were inches from upsetting Thompson's team just 5 minutes ago.
After review, the challenge of block touch was successful. Ball to the blue side.
Better put those glasses back on, Keith. Valentin-Anderson gets the point. 23-20, so no match ball for Team Thompson. Maddie Kingdon Rishel knows the truth. And she knows how to receive serve perfectly. JT with the miss. Wow, consequential challenge. What would have been a match ball is now just a 2-point lead. We're at the point now where we get a golden set if this is won by Natalia Valentin-Anderson's side. If they win this set, we're going golden. But they may not do it. We're at a match ball for Thompson. The captain will go to the line. She'll be in the back row. 2 hitters in the front row on the other side. Valentin-Anderson, front row setter for the match. Long.
Not by much. You like her going for it. You have to go for those seams, those end lines, and I think the blue team kind of took a risk by letting that go.
Team Natalia Valentin-Anderson needs 2. Looking for the first. Parsons. Ball is tight. And killed. You said Maddie Kingdon Rishel, the #1 draft pick, was going to be consequential given her performance on Thursday. Key Michael, you were right. Maddie Kingdon Rishel finishes it. Everyone on Team Thompson gets 40 points for the set, 60 points for the overall victory as they take it 25-22 in the set and 71-66 in the overall. When we return to Madison, we will talk to the again victorious Team Thompson. They remain undefeated. The Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Championship is sponsored by Nike. Team Cooper there pretty excited about their victory earlier tonight, 65-62, and JT and the Thompsons excited about their victory, 71-66 over Team Natalia Valentin-Anderson. JT goes for 23 kills, Kingdon Rishel goes for 11, and Justine Wong-Orantes shows out at the libero position. Picking up a multitude of opportunities here, dishing out 8 assists to go along with 11 digs. And stepping into the reception game just a little bit. Team's avoiding her. She's under 10 receptions for the whole thing, but it's plays like that just keeping rallies alive and kept her team in this very tough match. Here's the multiple-time Olympic medalist alongside our own Key Michael.
Justine, it feels like the gold side keeps going up, up, up. What is the magic that you got on this team? You like that?
Just there. I think we're just a really fun team. Like, we have really good energy, good vibes, and so it's really fun to play, especially with a format like AU, and we're ever changing. So many, just so many personnel changes, and so we have done a great job of just like keeping the chemistry great, and then letting the volleyball just come into place.
I feel like the volleyball was speaking for itself tonight with the defense on both sides. How do you try and impact a match as a libero?
Yeah, I mean, we only get so many opportunities, so I think just like when we do get those opportunities to seize them and then really just try to turn over some energy, because I think that's what creates momentum in the game of volleyball is once you get a good dig and you convert a great kill, that's what spreads the energy. And so in the first set, we had a lot of those, including the blue team, and so it was super fun to play.
Well, it's such good energy. It feels like, what's it like being reunited as well with Maddie and with Jordan and Team USA basically on this side?
So fun. I think that was kind of a deciding factor in playing in AU. Like, you have so many familiar faces, whether that's national team, League One, AU, and so it's been such a joy and such great players and even better people.
Awesome. Well, we love having you here. Stay golden. And Kevin, bring us home.
Key, that was your chance to break into song. Some K-pop leaderboard hunters here as we take a look at our leaderboard updated with everything but the MVP points. Jordan Thompson continues her absolute domination. Another fine outing along with wins for her side. You can see the gold getting back in there. Claire Hoffman, we'd be looking at a Team Hoffman once again if we were to draft after tonight. But we have one more night of action yet to come. We are 2 nights in to the 3 nights of any weekend of Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball. Team Thompson with the victory. Brittany Abercrombie with 16 kills, 11 digs behind for Team Italia Valentin-Anderson. An exceptional middle performance by Gray with 13. Our next AU broadcast will be tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. If you want to watch, head on over to the website, auprovolleyball.com, and check out where to be. For Key Michael and our entire crew, I'm Kevin Barnett saying good night from Madison. Thanks for enjoying our championship chase.